When the Son of Man shall come in all his glory, and all the holy angels with him, then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory. And before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them one from another, as a shepherd divideth his sheep from the goats. And he shall set the sheep on his right hand, but the goats on the left. Then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, Come, ye blessed of my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world.
Any superstitions going into the game? Any special thing you carried into the game on Sunday that you had tucked away somewhere?
I did. I always, I've learned a lot from my wife over the years. She's so about the power of intention, and believing things that are really going to happen. And she always makes a little altar for me at the game because she just wills it so much. And so she put together a little altar for me that I could bring with pictures of my kids. And I have these little special stones and healing stones and protection stones. And she has me wear a necklace and take these drops she makes. And I say all these mantras. And I stopped questioning her a long time ago. I did. I just shut up and listened. And at first I was like, this is kind of crazy. And then about 4 years ago, we were playing the Seahawks, and she said, you better listen to me. This is your year, but this is all the things you're going to have to do to win. And I did all those things, and by God, it worked. It was pretty good. And then in 2015, it was about early January, and she said, you know how much I love you? And I said, yeah. And she said, I just want to let you know this is not going to be your year.
Oh.
And of course we lost. I said, what does 16 look like? And she said, 16 is going to be your year. So it was early January this year, and I said, babe, I asking, do we have a chance? And she said, yeah, but you're going to have to do a lot of work, and you're really going to have to listen to me. So, man, I listened to her. And right after the game, she said, see, I did a lot of work. You do your work, I do mine. She said, you're lucky you married a witch. I'm just a good witch.
Rick Wiles joins us from True News. Rick, good morning. How are you?
Hey, good morning. I'm doing great.
We heard your side. We had to talk to you for a few minutes. So you believe in witches. You believe there are witches in our presence, both good and bad, that are living with us right now. Is that fair to say?
Yes, there are witches, but they're all bad. There's no such thing as a good witch. Everything that Mr. Brady described his wife doing is paganism. It is witchcraft. What he described was witchcraft, and he said, my wife is a witch. He said, his wife said, you married a witch. You married a good witch. But he himself is attributing his success to witchcraft. She's practicing witchcraft, and Tom Brady is allowing it to happen in his home.
Do you understand that you sound like an absolute crazy person right now, Mr. Wiles?
No, I sound like a born-again Christian who loves Jesus Christ with all my heart. You have to understand the seriousness of witchcraft. Witches will be assigned to the lake of fire. When they die, they're going to spend eternity in the lake of fire with murderers, adulterers, liars. Witches are mentioned right there with murderers and adulterers and liars.
Right.
Okay? It is an eternal damnation in the lake of fire. You don't play games with witchcraft.
But the fearful and unbelieving, and the abominable, and murderers and whoremongers, and sorcerers, and idolaters, and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death.
Yeah, it's amazing how they do it every year. We were going to take time to showcase Tom Brady's impressive career stats, but you already know all of this already. So how about this? He now has his own beer. Sam Adams has released a limited edition goat beer. Goat, the greatest of all time. The back of the can reads, too old, too slow, still here.
In a documentary called Tom vs. Time, there's a scene showing 5-time Super Bowl winner Tom Brady getting a massage. Then his 11-year-old son comes in the room and asks him if he can check his fantasy football standings.
I was wondering if I could check my fantasy team.
How do I get? already know, Jack. Everything comes at a cost, bud.
That was like a peck.
The second kiss shared by father and son prompted tweets from viewers using words like very disturbing and uncomfortably long.
She said, "You're lucky you married a witch."